For most of us freelancers, solo entrepreneurs, if you're a designer, videographer, photographer, or coach, that first $100,000 feels like an impossible mountain. Like, where do we even get started? But here's the truth. After starting out by being paid a couple $100s here and there on small projects, designing like posters and pamphlets for local businesses, fast forward to now, I make over $132,000 every single year, consistent 10K plus month for the last 2 years, working on my own little design studio. It is not luck, it is not magic, and there is a playbook, a set of simple, very repeatable steps that anyone, including you and me, can follow to ensure stability and consistency. And I'm going to break down the exact path that I would follow if I was to try to do it again to get from $0 to your first 100K. Let's go. Okay, so step one is to pick a high value skill. They're saying that money flows where value is created. So to get to $100,000, you need a skill that solves a painful, expensive problem. An example could be you are a designer who helps businesses stand out and cut through the noise in the market so they can get the clients over the competitors. It could be that you're a copywriter who helps drive sales through optimizing their website copy to make sure that every single penny they put into ads actually works for them. Or it could just be marketing that brings in leads, or software development that saves companies time. Ask yourself, what problem can you solve? Are you interested in learning how to solve that's worth at least $1,000 to someone? Think of small to medium enterprises. I keep coming back to this. Stop working with small businesses because honestly, they're just like us. They're trying to figure it out themselves. They're not paying $1,000 to nobody. But small to medium enterprises, people who's already hiring employees, like around about 50 employees is a sweet spot. They're already hiring people and they need creatives like you and I to actually execute the vision. They have a marketing budget. So these are the people that you think of when you're thinking about how can I bring value to them. Okay, step number 2 is to package it into an offer. It's all about offers. No offer, no business, no money, no career as a freelancer. Don't sell hours, sell outcomes. Try to turn your skills into very clear and valuable packages. That is exactly what I do. So instead of graphic design by the hour, I charge for brand identity transformation packages, which starts at $6K. Instead of saying I write blogs, say I create SEO-driven blog growth systems at 4 articles per month for $1,500, for example. The clearer your offer, the easier it is for your clients to buy and to want to get started working with you. They want to see what can happen. What is that transformation? What can they get at the end of the day? And step 3 is to get your first client without ads. I have never ran ads before in my business whatsoever. And the thing is, you don't really even need a fancy website to get started. Use these quick win strategies. Number 1 is referrals. Tell friends, ex-colleagues, and family what you do or what you want to be doing. And my first big client came from my ex-director who he was my manager when I worked in a design studio, and he had a good friend in university who's starting his own business. So the design studio I worked at was a little bit too expensive. So he was like, hey, Annie, you like doing branding on website. Do you want to see if you're a good fit with my friend from uni? So that was kind of word of mouth. And another way is to build social proof. Share before and after examples. And it doesn't even have to be real work. It can just be mock projects. If you're a photographer, just find your style that you want to work in, and then show before and after edits. For me, I can do before and after branding. I can find a company that I want to work with, see that there's potential, and literally work on their brand. And then I can use it as a case study. I can even reach out to them and say, hey, this is what I did. You can even invite them to be part of the journey and say, I'm trying to grow my portfolio and I'd love to work with clients in this space. You're literally a dream client. Do you want to get on a strategy call? And I can literally design a brand for you guys. You can tailor it to them. And then later on, if they love it, they can become your first paying client and they are a dream client. So literally win-win. Next is to send 10 to 20 personalized DMs or emails every day if possible. I know it's a lot, but that is the truth. Numbers is how you do outreach. And Alex Hormozy, if you've seen any of his content, you've realized that he does things extremely by quantity. If you think you need to send 3 DMs per day, he's saying you need to send 300 DMs per day. And the truth of outreach in the early days is you're going to be rejected. But you gotta detach from that because it is truly a numbers game. I have a friend who sent out hundreds of applications to jobs to get 3 interviews, but he got that first job that he interviewed for. And that's the thing. Reaching out to people, getting your foot in the door is the most important thing. And don't let your, fear hold you back, because it's not real rejection. They're probably just too busy. And you just need one person to say yes in the beginning. And the thing is, your first 3 to 5 clients will likely come from someone in your network, not strangers. So think about who you can reach out to, but remember, not small businesses. Try to get your family friends to refer you to people who are working in growing businesses who actually have the budget. Okay, step 4 is to raise your rates quickly. And that is something that I'm pretty proud of myself for mastering, because I took so many courses. I took courses literally on psychology, selling, and value-based positioning and offering. So I feel like, yeah, I can do this. I mastered the skill of graphic design. I can see my ex-studio, they literally charge tens and thousands of dollars for work that I worked on. So that helps anchor you. $100,000 feels impossible, but it's really, really doable. If it makes you comfortable, start lower to get experience first, and then try to double your rates every 3 to 5 successful projects. And I know that sounds really scary, but I'll tell you kind of what my timeline looked like. I started off charging $400 for a flyer, and then moved on to doing $1,200 for the social media package. And then I signed a family friend for a couple $1,000. And then that was the $15K big project that my ex-director referred me. And it's a pretty drastic jump, but I was really building my skills in the background. And to this day, that is the rate that I charge, $6K to $15K, because I find that is where there's the lowest pushback from the small to medium enterprises that's in the network that I'm working in now. And I will probably raise it soon, because you'll find that when people start to say yes all the time, and my booking rates are honestly pretty high, my capacity has gone down quite low. So every time, raise it a little bit more. And you don't have to raise it by 500 every time. You can do this quantum leaps like me, from just a couple low thousand to 15K. It really depends on the value that you can provide for your clients. And think about it from their perspective. They are going to get a lot of value from their business if they just book 1, 2, 3 clients. They will get their investment back straight away. So think about it from their point of view and don't sell out of your own wallet. Okay, step 5, systemize and scale. Once you're landing clients and raising your rates, the key now is consistency. Create repeatable processes, templates, checklists, contracts. All of these in my business is in place. So I have proposal templates, invoice templates, contract templates. I have the exact same sales deck that I use for every client that I customize a little bit just by trying to personalize it to them. My brand strategy deck, my website strategy deck, everything, my brand presentation deck, website presentation deck, everything in my business, there is a template already. I just clone it. And that is the secret to streamlining your project and to improve every single time. And this guarantees a really enjoyable process for your clients. But the next secret is really to get them on subscriptions. That is the secret to going from freelance, feast and famine, to predictable income month after month. And I want to share all of this with you if you're so confused as to how to do this in my next 10K month masterclass, where I literally pull back the curtains and tell you how I structure my businesses. I give you all my templates and show you exactly how to do this. Get your first sale to the right clients, reach out to them, actually get them on a call, how to sell them, my whole sales process, all my pitch decks, all of that. I'm gonna give it to you on this masterclass, and I really want to see you there. So scan this QR code on the left, and I know there's gonna be the best hour you will ever spend. Step number 6, now that you have made a little bit of money, it's time to manage it well and to build it. Hitting 100K a month isn't about revenue alone. It's about keeping what you earn. To separate your business and your personal accounts, remember to save at least 30% for taxes and reinvest into tools, education, or contractors that makes your business more efficient. Because freedom, it doesn't come from how much you earn. It comes from how much you can keep and how much you can reinvest and how much you can build over time to get ultimate time, location, financial independence. Finally, let's quickly do the math. You only need a handful of clients, 3 to 4, paying you around $3,000 every month on a subscription. And if you are a creative professional service provider, businesses need you ongoing. It's not like you design something once and they don't need it anymore. Every month they have new marketing material they need to be designed. They have new photo shoots that needs to be done. They have new video campaigns, especially if you're a social media manager. They always need that. Like, these skills are critical to business growth in our day and age. And it's more realistic now than ever to reach your 10K month and to reach that 100K year. You got this. And if you enjoy this video, I know you also love this one on the left right here. If you prefer listening on the go, we also have a podcast called the Brand Creator Podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.